So, man, I've been nonstop final touches, moving stuff, fixing little, just the smallest, minute things. And I had this jammed up with pedals. I had a big fuzz in here, which is cool, but I've been watching. I don't know if you guys know who that dude is. His name is like Yuj Velasca Vita or Vitra. I don't know. He's some like guitar player from like Eastern Europe, metal guy. He's like a big JCM 800 guy. Anyway, his videos are killer, man. He's got the killer JCM 800s. But like he's going into an SD1 like straight in. So I thought, you know what? Let me separate. These are my primary like run the front of amps, like the Mesas and the Marshalls. I said, let me separate them so I can literally take my instrument cable. I can use one with an with an angled end or an L end, and I can just unplug that, plug it right in here, and go straight into the amp. So I don't even go through this. Like, don't even go through this. Just go straight there. And so I moved it out, and yeah. So these, like again, these are my three primaries. I've got an OCD, which is great too. I mean, they're all great. I've just kind of been on these three. So, and the UA Golden is officially dead. It's something they think the relay or something or the switch is bad. When you go to turn it on, there's like a big concussion, like a, and you can hear the reverb. And so I troubleshot it here, and then I took it down to East Side Music, and I figured, well, let me have them mess with it with their power supplies, and it was definitely bad. So then that enabled me to stop wondering about whether I liked it or not, because I was kind of on the fence. Like there were things about it that were cool, there were things about it I didn't really dig. I wouldn't say I didn't dig. I don't know. I just didn't know that it was really my thing. So I put the second eventide up. So there's the and what enabled me to do. Well, I had the second eventide up, but what enabled me to do was move everything in a different way and get the Mobius in here. So which is nice too, because I can also jump in anywhere and just have one pedal going to the effects loop or to the amp. And right now I've got two, but I've got it in stereo, full stereo. So I'm going through the loop of the matchless and the loop of the rectifier. And oh yeah, it's just the most insane stuff I've ever had. And this is what last night was. So I I've been watching a lot of these videos by this guy, Huge. I don't know. I can't say his name, but he talks like this. He kind of talks like, he reminds me of, I got kids, so we watch, what's the Hotel California, like Count Dracula, like, I don't go blah, blah, blah. Maybe he's from Transylvania. I don't know. He's got that kind of voice. So what I did was, so this is the amp selector, right? So if I do anything multi-amping or anything, it goes through here, and then I can lift grounds here, but I can also just go straight in. So this was one of the things that was way integrated into the system. Now it's here and it's on its own, and I can use it or not use it or unplug it or change it. So what it is this is the amp selector. And see, the beautiful thing is everything's right here. The other thing too, the amp selector was on this side, and then most of the inputs are over here. I had all these cables come. It was just a mess. It's just I'm cleaning this up. It's taking me a long time. Then this is my DI, and then my through of the DI goes straight to the Sans amp, and then through the other output on the amp splitter, I have it going straight into the Axe effects. So like I can plug in here and have whatever I want. I can have Axe effects. I can go DI only, and then or I can go DI and Sans amp, which is great for bass, or I could go DI Sans amp and Axe effects. All right, there you go. This is for when I'm working for a computer. And it's immaculate. Remember, there's ground lifts on this, and now everything's here, where before, like this was like the amp switcher was over here, the DI was down in there. Like I pulled everything out, and it just I ran power, I took out one of the plates. I ran all the power down there, cables, like it's clean, and everything's right here, and I can deal with it. And it really is amazing. I was doing multi-amping yesterday, and it was so immaculate. It was like no other than just your general noise that amps make. There was no, ground loop, no humming, no 60 cycle, no buzzing, nothing. It was perfect. And I was running multi-amps. It was incredible. This headlight thing is really nice from Radial. I mean, Radial makes everything great. And this DI is fantastic. This is the KGB by A Designs. My buddy Peter Montesi makes these. And he calls it, I think, like an instrument preamp. It's kind of like, because it's got an EQ. I also did a lot of testing, and I've got marks where you set it, and it doesn't boost anything, it doesn't cut anything. So I can get a really, really transparent DI, and then I have over here the awesome Reddy, the Little Labs Red Eye, which is also a DI, but I use that for reamping. So, well, there it is. And I am just so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. And there it is. And I've been running this. I got from Leon Todd. He gave me all of these. I think they're called like blocks. Blocks. They're basically like little presets. And it's really cool. Like that's his preset for the CCV. So if you go to the drive, then these are his little drive. This is his 2290 preamp, hot cake, Klon, precision drive, SD1 boost. Just little fun things, right? So there you go. So, and everything here, I organized all of my folders for this today for Axe-Fx, and I put them in their permanent place. I pointed everything to the blocks. Everything's done. It's clean. I backed everything up. I backed up not only the folders, but I backed up Axe-Fx. And it's just amazing. I'm up to it with work. It's busy. I've got people that are in town that we just finished about an hour ago. And I've got people that just flew in this morning, and they're going to come see me play bass at church and hang out and do church. And then we're going to come back here, and we got 2 days of tracking, mostly vocals. I've got to still play bass on a few songs and some guitars. So, but that's it. The other thing I did was I got rid of my master. This is kind of a general video as to what's happening, because all this is coming together, and now it's just going to be full steam ahead. But I took the GML. I had the GML on my mixing template. And the problem with that is I just always had a tendency to never want to use it, because, all the knobs were right where they were for mixing, and I just didn't use it. And this thing is incredible for tracking vocals. I mean, you'll probably use it on bass, and I'm going to try it on some guitars, but that thing is just got voodoo in it. And then I had down here, I had a Obsidian, the Dramastic Audio Obsidian, which is their unbelievable SSL bus compressor. So this was like my hardware that was inserted between the Burl B32, which is the line mixer, like the summing mixer, and then it printed into the B2. So, but between those was those pieces of gear. So my buddy Nate came over, and we hassled around, and we picked two plugins. One was the UA Manly Massive Passive, and the other one was the SSL Native SSL bus compressor. And he futzed with it for like 15 minutes and got it to sound virtually identical. So almost all of my mixing is done. I'm starting a whole new thing. And I'd mixed a few songs like 6 months ago that now are going to be finishing. So all I did was just bounced them out fresh with the new master fader, the master bus setup, and resent them to the client. He's coming out in a week. And I said, yeah, these are the new bounces, so go off of these. But they sound virtually exactly the same. So, been a lot of fun tracking vocals the last week and a half. I've had about 4 kids out here. And I've got the Perlman 47 into the GML, or no, into the Brent Averill 1073 or BAE 1073 into the GML, and then just hitting it on the distressor and straight into the Burl B2, and it sounds fantastic. So this is all coming together, man. It's happening, man. It is absolutely happening. Boy, less is more. It's just so great. It's just so great. Anyway, that's it. I've got this track that I started that kind of was a part of instigating some of these changes, because I was having, I don't know if I would say I was having issues, but a couple things came to the surface making this. And I was like, all right, let me take a week or two, which ended up being like 3, and let's fix everything, and then we'll resume. But now we're going to go full steam ahead. So this is like the first song of my next basic licensing library. It's called JoJo, because it's got a lot of echo on the guitar. And when I toured as a kid with my band, our sound man's name was JoJo. He put so much echo on the vocals. It drove me crazy. And if he would forget to shut it off, I'd try to start talking between songs, and it would be all this echo and echo. And he drove me crazy. And then the joke became on stage that actually his name wasn't JoJo. It was just Joe. The second Joe was Delay. Sounds nice. Yeah. That's the Matchless and the dual rack clean with the El Capistan Golden Plate H9 classic chorus. No more golden. Yeah. And that's me. I programmed Superior Drummer. And then I just recorded them out. And now I got all my little drum fill in there. Let's see what's up. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'm so excited. It's balls to the wall until Thursday night, and then Friday I am taking a day off, because I can't even remember having a day off. It's got to be, I don't know, since I was sick, which was probably 6 weeks ago. So there you have it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I've been putting out a lot of videos again, and it's just been fun. And if you guys have any questions or you want anything specific, let me know. And yeah, man, watching that dude with his 800s, that huge guy, makes me want to have like a stock 800. That's modded by Mark Cameron. But man, it's like almost like, those stock ones. It's just perfect, man. All right, there it is. I'll come in here, show you the cabs, and then we're going to wrap this. So here are the cabs. That's the 1960 AX with the UK greenbacks. That's got greenbacks, open back, 212. The Matchless is a H30 in greenback, and that's a stock recto traditional slant with the vintage 30s made for Mesa. And that's it. And this, I don't know if you can see this, but this is what we've been doing, man, is using this Perlman every day. That Perlman 47 is really nice. And you know, with a little bit of the EQ, you can get it to sound really poppy. You know, not so like I don't know what you'd say, but like not as vintage, not as like masculine. You know, you can make it, you can clear out some of that testosterone out of it and make it sound more kind of, I don't know, C12-ish or something, but not really. But you get it. There it is. Woo, doggy.